The Count of Monte Cristo is a movie that unites piracy, Napoleon in exile, betrayal, solitary confinement, secret messages, romance, escape tunnels, adventures, comic relief, clever planning, a treasure map, high society in Paris, and revenge. And it brings it in under 2 hours with performances by great actors who are clearly having fun. The Count of Monte Cristo offers striking cinematography of exhilarating scenery, and with its historical relevance, it truly does take you back in time to when Napoleon was exiled to Elba. It tells the tale of an innocent young man that after living a joyous life of virtue, gets thrown into hell for 13 years, where he loses his innocence and yearns for sweet revenge. Revenge becomes the sole fuel, the only drive for his miserable existence. But of course, the movie ends with a happy ending, where the bad guys die and the protagonist gets the girl. The first theme of the Count of Monte Cristo would be the different treatment for different classes or estates. To begin with, Fernand makes consciously insulting remarks about Mercedes and Edmond about them being a part of the third estate on multiple occasions. He calls Mercedes the daughter of a fisherman and Edmond the son of a clerk. He believes that due to their lack of noble blood, they deserve to be at a disadvantage compared to those who do have noble blood, such as himself. Another example of this would be how Villefort's father was not arrested even though he was clearly guilty since he was noble, while Edmond, proven innocent, was still thrown into jail since he was a common person and a part of the third estate. Villefort believes that the third estate has no say and that they were lesser people. So why would it matter to him if he were to throw one of them into confinement? He thought that they were expendable. When Edmond returned as the Count of Monte Cristo, he was suddenly treated with utmost respect, even though he was the same person, but instead of a common person, he was a count. The second theme of the Count of Monte Cristo would be how people felt towards Napoleon. Villefort's father still thought that he would return after being exiled to Elba, and still believed in him. He was one of Napoleon's agents that planned to break him out of his exile in Elba. Napoleon sent a letter that contained information that would allow for his escape to him, knowing that he would still be loyal to him and that he still believed in him. The priest that was in the Chateau d'If with Edmond felt betrayed by Napoleon, since he had him sent there, even though the priest was once a part of Napoleon's army and served him. Edmond first respected Napoleon, since he had given him a mission to deliver a letter to an old friend of his. But then he realized that Napoleon was a liar and that all he really cared about was to get power over France again and to take over new lands as he did in the past,